Okay, the day has come. We got the tractor and the disc hooked up. We're gonna go up here and see if we can get it disced up. For the first time, we'll have to hit it multiple times because it's definitely not a good seed bed. So let's go get this disced up and let's get after it. All right, we got this all disced up one time. We had to get all the last year's growth all disced up so we get the soil turned over and it can dry out a lot faster, because where we're at, we have windbreaks all around us pretty much, so it doesn't dry out very fast when you have all of last year's growth and all of this year's weeds on top. So got it disced up for once. Finally dried out enough. I think Dad said that we ended up having 9 inches of rain in the month of May. So yeah, it's good that we finally got a chance to get this disced up, so the soil will hopefully dry out a little faster. And looks like we got some more rain coming in, so we got that done in the nick of time. The 4440 ended up having another dead battery, but that's what happens when you don't run it for a year. So we had the charger put on it and got it going so we could get this disced up. And yeah, so this is the first disking. We'll disc it probably 1 or 2 more times just to make sure we got a good seed bed for the corn. This year we're planting all white corn. Not going to plant any Indian corn because it just didn't grow very good, or stand very good, I guess, better term. But yeah, so end up got her running. We had to change out one of these springs back here, so these 2 shovels, or whatever you would want to call them, would actually clean off the disc blade. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got for right now. I gotta check with Dad. We might go up to the vineyard and do a little vineyard update. I know I just put a video out from like I think 3 weeks ago. So we'll go over, we'll check out the cuttings for sure, and then we'll probably go up to the vineyard if it's not too windy, and we will get a little vineyard update. So stay tuned. Okay, let's do a little update of the cuttings. As you can tell, some varieties look very good.
Among the weeds?
Among the weeds. And some of the varieties do not look so good. Yeah. So these have been in for what, 2 months? Right?
Yeah.
Minus the weeds, you know, a lot of these are starting to come up, and all these weeds will water them, and we'll pull them all out at once, and they'll pull out pretty easy. We'll probably pull them out before they get to at least 3 foot tall, right?
Yeah. I like them to look like this.
Yeah, nice shoot coming out of it and growth. So yeah, so a little disappointed on some of one of the varieties mainly, but
well, it kind of shows us maybe what we don't want to put in our vineyard.
that is very true. We're wondering if the winter didn't do very good for them. So yeah, and if we have more winters like we did this year, we don't want to be putting stuff in that we're going to have to do more replants on.
Something like this is putting down good roots. See, they're already coming through the bottom of the pot.
And that's what you like to see. That's
This one's probably doing the same thing. Yeah, getting good root structure in these pots. If we're ready to plant these, all we do is take a shovel or spade, dig a hole big enough to put this in. Have to come through and soil them and weed them, and then rewater them.
That'll probably be the week that I'm gone, right?
No.
Week we plant.
Yeah, sure. Oh yeah, don't think so.
So yeah, but you know, some of the varieties are looking really good. They're already putting clusters on, so we'll get those all pulled off. You don't want those doing a whole lot. I mean,
yeah, as we go through and sort them, we'll pull all those clusters off.
Yep.
Flower blossoms off before the big developed clusters.
So Yeah, but overall, I feel like I'm pretty pleased with most of it. I mean, we kind of anticipated the one variety to not really turn out so hot, so, but maybe we'll be able to get enough, like what Dad said, was we're hoping to maybe get a row and kind of go from there. But
see if they make it through the first winter.
Yeah, so all right, well, that's it on the cuttings. Like I said, we already talked about the corn patch, if it ever dries out.
Yeah, these were planted the first day of April.
First day of April, so
it's a little over 2 months now.
Yep. So we'll go head up to the vineyard and do a little vineyard update. What do you say?
We are?
You betcha we are.
Okay.
All right. Well, we'll catch you up there. And we're back, everybody. This is where you talk about what's going on.
We do. This is our Petite Pearl. This will be their second year of production. We should have really decent growth this year on things. I probably should have brought that one down. So I'm gonna bring it down. Let's leave it like that. Nope, we're gonna bring it down.
I'm not editing any of this.
I'm glad you aren't gonna edit. Anyway, this is our Petite Pearl. We're trying to go through now and get everything tied down. The main ones, they're coming out pretty good this year. And some of these need to be pulled up. End of the catch wire. That's the intention anyway. But there you can see the berries are starting to set on. Some are still flowering at berry set. There should be a pretty decent crop on these this year. Another couple weeks and these should be filled out pretty well. Filled out pretty good. I mean, they're going to get bigger, but you'll be able to tell where they're going to be. Some of these I've got ties down below on some of them, so I can bring those up and utilize them to tie the cord on. So that's what we need to be doing on the entire vineyard up here. Get things training. Get our structure built for next year. This is laying in pretty good. I gotta catch. There's a tie on it there already. Can they hear me? Yeah, talking loud. Talk louder.
You gotta project to the camera.
Anyway, that's what our Petite Pearl's looking like. Over here is Brianna. These are just starting to. Some of them are setting on. That was an early cluster came out. We got other clusters that are just starting now. They've gone past the cap fall, and now you're seeing little berries starting to develop on them. And those likewise. Yeah, the way it's laying, this is gonna be our one that's gonna stretch out because it's laying down next to the wire. So I'll come along and tie this in. Then next year, I'll be able to come out about 15 inches, cut this off, and then be the new shoots for next year will develop. Right now they're sending out. May have some nice little spurs on this for next year. We'll see what it looks like. If it gets big enough, we'll leave it. Otherwise, we'll cut it back. Let it come up out of there again for the next year. But these are just kind of starting to set on. That's what these two rows here are. We can go over and look at the Itasca shortly. If you want to? Boss?
I don't know, do you want to? I think the folks would love it.
Sure.
Well, we'll just stay online here.
Oh, gee, thanks.
All right. Oh, hey, I guess we could update them since all of our weekly update last time was before we did pretty much all of our wine events. So we ended up doing all of our wine events and went over pretty well, I thought, didn't you think?
Yep, I think so this year.
And we had Sip, Toast, Flea Market. Flea Market was really good this year. And then we had Beatrice Main Street tasting event that I did last weekend. And that went over well. That spirits sold good on it. And so yeah, we're done with events until July, right? Yeah, July. Then we got the Butler County Fair in July, mid-July. So we'll be headed out to that, and till then we got bottling to get done. We got 6 pallets.
The bottles coming in tomorrow.
Yeah. So we got 6 bottles. Yeah, we got 6 bottles of pallets.
Yeah.
6 pallets of bottles coming in tomorrow. So we get that unloaded. We got the Petite Pearl all pulled out of the barrels. So if you're interested in the barrels, Dad, give them the spiel.
We have 6
bourbon barrels.
6 bourbon barrels that we aged our Petite Pearl in for sale.
And how much are those?
$100 tax included.
$100 tax included. What a deal if you ask me.
Yeah. But anyway, we're looking at our Itasca here right now. Looks like we should have a really decent crop on these this year. Last year we had a few in there, but they didn't develop well enough to harvest. But this year, I'm looking forward to harvesting our Itasca. We should have a pretty good crop on these.
Weather permitting.
We may have to do a little cluster thinning on them actually, because this will be I don't want to stress the plant. I'll make sure it's still feeding the root system to get it really established well, so then next year we can have a full crop on them. And there were a few of them that last year, did we show them what they were doing last year? Some of them, they evidently were damaged down on the trunk, so they sat down with roots all along the main trunk.
We did.
Cordon.
We did tell them.
Okay, I guess we told you last year. But anyway, a few of them are starting to send
last
up.
Update.
What?
Last update.
Okay, thanks. Anyway, a few of them are sending up new shoots from the base. Some of them didn't do anything, so those will have to be replanted. Go ahead. It's your turn.
About what?
I don't know. Whatever you want to talk about. Anyway, I think the Itasca looks real good this year.
Yep.
Just got to keep up on our spray program. I'm hoping to spray again about next Wednesday. We got some storms coming through, maybe tomorrow night. And it looks like Wednesday's going to be nice and sunny, and the wind's supposed to be out of the right direction for me to spray up here. I need a little wind, either not completely out of the, it needs to be not straight out of the south or nor out of the north. If it, a little east or west works better for me. So I got the sprays staying away from me as I'm spraying. Anyway, it's up to you.
The what? The wind direction?
What?
What? All right, well, everybody, that'll do it probably for this week of our weekly update. And
they're seeing a little bit of spray damage. Yeah, before you can see there's a little bit of spray damage curling on the leaves on the ends of these new shoots coming out. Not enough, they should come out of it okay. If I can tell it, they've caught in a little bit of dicamba in the air, what creates the curling effect on the leaves. I'm just noticing it. That kind of tells you probably about when they were hit, because the leaves from here on back aren't affected, but it's the new ones coming out. It's got that curling effect to them that you'll see with the dicamba. Don't see a lot of it, but there's a little bit on it. I mean, it's not enough it's going to hurt anything, because we got plenty of foliage that's going to take off. It's all yours.
all right. Well, thank you for that little update, Ron. Appreciate it. So anyways, like I was saying, that'll do it for this week's weekly update. We'll start doing these more regular. That's the plan. Now that we've got the events done out of the way, we get a little bit more time. So I'd like to thank today's sponsor. Ron, hit him up. What it is? Who is it?
I think it's Whiskey Run Creek.
Well, that's right, Whiskey Run Creek Winery and Distillery in Brownville. We thank those guys over there for their continued support of the channel, and we thank you viewers at home for supporting us. And that's all that's all I got.
That's all I got too.
Ron, hit him with
have a good week.
Okay, there we go. Give him the good word. Have a good week, everybody, and we'll catch you in the next one.